There we go. There we go. Morning. How is everybody's morning? How goes it? How goes it? Morning. Happy weekend. That's right. Sure, thank you. My daughter loves Scooby-Doo. Actually, kind of so do I now. Never used to. A little loud. Let's try one more. One more. See what that is. Jewish? No, he's got a giant nose and a small pecker. Morning. Live action Scooby-Doo movies are crazy. They're pretty good, actually. They are pretty good. Morning. Kind of look like Aaron Rodgers. I get that a lot. Aaron Rodgers, Timu Aaron Rodgers, Darren Rodgers. That's my favorite. Praise God, you're not. Flamboyant Negan. Yeah. That's another good one. Brother Ozzy. I've been getting that a lot lately, too. What's up? It's 10:13 in the morning. Flamboyant Negan, yeah. Well, I'll be goddamned. There you go. I don't have a bite to it. Sure as no, thank you. How'd you get the first 50 subscribers? Just consistency. Really, honestly, consistency and knowing what you want to upload. Same with everything else. Even just getting to that 360,000 subscribers, like it's having an idea of what you want to throw at your YouTube and keeping up with it a couple days a week. I got to do the same thing with Detour, just picking myself up. It's hard right now, but Kyle and I have some things. I brought stuff down for Toasted Reviews, at least get something in, but Jeffrey Dean Morgan Flamboyant would be hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Just take ibuprofen and antibiotics. Uh-oh. That's not good. And get it down. And get it down. It's pretty surreal how much the channel has grown. I mean, guys, I'm literally still this is what I do for a living. Not for nothing. It would be even more baller if I didn't split it with somebody, but I do split it with Kyle. I've always talked about that, but the fact of like, dude, it's a pretty good gig. It's like a part-time job, but then some, and then especially being able to do what you want. So, oh, thank you, cool, sure, thank you. So, as of now, things will be okay. I don't have to stop just yet. If I do one day, guys, that's what I have to do. But as far as like just seeing it grow and do all that stuff, it's pretty surreal. I had a fair share of fun in my life, but enough. That's some decent fun. Tiny Tim meets Tommy Lee. That's funny. How about just Tiny Pee-Pee meets Tommy Lee? Hello. I completely misunderstood Mom yesterday. Well, I was hearing something, and for today's live and coffee time and Chandler and stuff, so I feel kind of like an idiot, like an asshole, but it's not that big of a deal. Chandler's just coming down here, and we will. Jan and I got another place to go look at today. Today is still just peanut butter cookie. I'm literally on my last couple B's. Guys, I can't go on TikTok for a week. So I was talking about the oven stuff last night, still talking in code, and I don't know. Well, I know I said a couple other things, but I can't be on TikTok for a week. So, yo, what's up? Ugh. Yeah, Izzy, I'm serious. I took a screenshot. For actual content or like discussing. I'm like, I didn't say anything. No. But I am spreading your mom's crack. Drugs or her actual hole is for you to find out. It is what it is, Izzy. That's why I said TikTok's a bunch of pussies. I think Jan might be here. Baby. You're sweet. Come here, sweetie. Hi, babe. Did you have good sleep? Did you have good sleep? Good. You gonna hang out again today with Grandma when she gets back? Yeah, cool. I got a few things to do today. So that's what I said. You're gonna spend the night with Grandma like you normally do today. Spend the day with her when she's done with work. But I got some things to take care for you and I. After I'm done with lives and stuff, so I gotta go a few things to look at. And yeah. So if you want to go out there and hang out for a little bit, you can. I'm gonna finish work, okay?
Wait, who's second?
That's Ronnie, falling in reverse. Yeah, I know. All right, give me a kiss, baby.
Do you want me to close the door?
Please. Oh yeah, I know I am. I already talked to her a little bit. She's okay. I didn't like for sure tell her stuff like that, but I gave her like a quote hypothetical. Just Nico, do I know you? It's very interesting. It's spelled the right way. Oh yeah, I'll get more tattoos. I remember meeting you. It just very, very interesting coincidences right now with your name being Nico. Favorite song this year? Oof. 2025. Probably even in Arcadia. Is he? So I was like, do I know you? Just what they're talking about. The orchard. Nico, we should go bowling. I also think like Nico and the Niners and always hits hard. Sure does. My cousin. Hell yeah. Get you every time. No, I gave Chandler a hypothetical just to kind of put my feelers out there with her on, hey, what if one day you and I, and and none of these people again ever, and we just got our own place. I was like, what would you think? She's like, yeah. She's like, we could. So you mean we could? What did she say? we could spend time together all the time? I was like, well, yeah. And then I said, wait a minute. I said, what if Uncle Devin moved with us and it was me, you, and Uncle Devin, and that's it? Nobody else. She was like, oh my gosh, that would be so crazy. I'm sure in the future it'll hit different for her, but for the time being, hey, she's okay with it. Hey, you guys get so hyped. Well, thank you. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate the love. Renee, all things considered, things are going all right. Right now, I'm getting emotional because it is going okay. It's been a weird 24 hours. It's been in a good way, but it's just, there's still a lot of, still big hurdles, still really big hurdles. The Jeep is a big one. And yes, guys, I talked to Kyle too. Look, for the like some donating or a charity thing for like a Cash App or something, I will put something together to help with my Jeep. Like, you guys were pretty adamant about that, or at least part of it or something, because if it's like a huge fix, but what I'm getting at is Kyle made a good point. You know, he was just like, if they're willing to help, and we and you don't do this all the time, and blah blah blah. So I will, if and when that time comes, and it's a huge issue where it's more than just a couple $100. The contract, it was fantastic. But, you know, the only other thing that might need, that, you know, it's not from you guys, but just kind of scrounging together, is like bills. And what I mean is I'll be able to cover first month and security deposit on stuff. I won't really be able to cover much else. So it's just kind of seeing what's available left. Strapping myself for the first month is okay. Not worried about that. But, you know, Kyle and I have also talked. I was talking about this last night. You know, we've got an understanding for a few months and forever. You know, things will change, but at least for the foreseeable future, until other things change, I guess. I'm not trying to get too much into it as logistics and things like that, but there is some really good hope. Like, I'm looking in the fact of within a year or two, even just being able to buy a house, with the amount of money that I would be, even at a minimum amount, you know, of money I would be making, I would probably always want to have like a roommate, but we would be able to have a very nice place. Studios, home. I mean, I'm sure things will change. But I mean, if Dev's gonna be alone and I'm gonna be alone, I say we just buy a house in the future together. I'm not trying to be with nobody. He's not trying to be with nobody. Again, things will change, I'm sure, but like, I don't know. Could be. I just know Devin's 21. He's 21. He's got a part-time job. There's some other factors that went into that, but like he'll be picking up hours of a different job or another job or something like that in the future and all this stuff. So like, I mean, things will change too. He's low maintenance. We both do the exact same thing. He's like somebody that has a child that doesn't have a child. He doesn't do anything obscure. He doesn't get into trouble. He doesn't have massive parties. He doesn't go out and endanger people's lives. He doesn't do shady things in the background and out of the home, and like it's nice. It's nice to be able to have somebody like that you don't need to be like, well, let me run through and see who I got. Like, at least it's pretty easy. Mike Moore, if I'm fucking my kid because I'm going to an apartment and going backwards, I'll come over there and fuck you in front of your only 22 subscribers and make my whole year's rent by watching you squeal, pussy. Using the world and fucking my kid. Yeah. Oh, Steve. Oh, shit. In New York today. Nice, man. I kind of banned. Oh, shit. Well, I got kicked off for a week. I don't get to be back on until 28th. Check, it is what it is. Still just normal mode. It's all good, man. Rage, it's going all right. Yeah, that's why you always say with this whole like, with that whole like, would you rather watch a tree grow and all this stuff? And it's like, can you just like, what? It's the same shit. Be creative, man. Like, I'll at least give you brownie points for being creative. Hello. Oh, your dog's house sitting. Okay. So quiet compared to being at home. No earbuds needed. Grizzly, yeah. I gotta break it to my son. I mean, just let him know I'm not there anymore. What's going on? Just chit-chatting, just hanging out. Happy Saturday. Here becomes John Wick. Happy Saturday. My nose is doing, now this isn't because of like me being sad panda. This is because of, or sad stoner boy. This is because smoking. I have to go blow my nose. You got the air for it. I do play games. I actually played some games last night on Rykerroad, but I was recording for the detour. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the footage and put it up. Like just kind of get some of the funny spots of playing that game and whatnot. But I don't have much downloaded here, and I don't have my Xbox like unpacked yet. So, but yeah, get some gaming in. It's funny, I just got gaming in last night. Been a little bit. It's been a little while since I recorded. Gotta get back on something too. I know it's like kind of, I say benefiting me, but, and it's not because like, oh, I'm trying to not eat. Like, I've just been on the go the last 2 days. I've been like, my appetite has been zero and I've been forcing myself to eat. Dude, even last night with some brews, I was still way under. It's because I just didn't eat all day, and then when I did, I wasn't really that hungry. I gotta get back on, all right, having lunch, having something little for lunch, and keeping that, you know, at least going and stuff, and staying healthy in this kind of fucked up time. So it is the worst morning, but I'm aware of it. I'm already almost too skinny. I know that sounds weird to say, but like I've lost my weight over the years. I don't need to anymore. Not reactions. I argue that I think reactions are the thing that he does. And what I mean is I think that like when we're kicking it and stuff, like he'll be on stuff, you know, if I'm vlogging or if I'm maybe gaming or watching a movie or something like that. So, but he's not like guaranteed to be on. I think that some things could happen maybe with like some D&D now. That could be something I put together. What else? Just, hey Jeffrey, what's up, man? But yeah, we're keeping it. That's why I even said, yeah, speaking of Crystal cooking, I had one of her pork chops and a little bit of mashed potatoes. Because again, I wasn't that hungry, but I was on live on TikTok, I think, and I was like, look, I need to go eat. I was like, y'all can see me eating. I'm at least eating something. And they're like, yeah, get that thing. But so it's gonna suck, guys. I just realized I'm gonna probably wait, hold on, what's she saying? I think she asked why her bedroom looks like that way. Mom, what did she just ask? What did Chandler just ask? Oh, you're outside. I got kicked for a week because they said I was saying sexual things. I was still speaking in code. I must have maybe said something I didn't realize. Because I still said oh, I think it was because I said fat life. I can guarantee you that's what it was. Dude, I'm trying to hear what she's talking about. I can yeah, on TikTok, I can kind of hear her, kind of hear Chandler. She said something about $19,000. I was like, Jesus Christ. Oh man. I don't know about that. A version of Atrium Brody. That's a good one. That's up there with the like flamboyant Negan and Darren Rogers. That's a good one. John Smith, I like it. I'll allow it. Thing about Diddy too, he's cooked. Morning, Jake. Melting Stoner version. That was good. That was good. So I was like, I'll allow it. Like, that was, sometimes you're like, fool, you know? My beard out? I don't really like do that. I kind of have before. It doesn't grow right. And what I mean is like, it's like, it doesn't get like thick. It's kind of got this like, it's still kind of just like not stringy, but just like straight. I don't know, like thinner. I guess it's thinner than I would think like a good full beard would look like. Take attention to his luscious locks. Damn it, that dude's not in here that said that. That shit was funny. If you aren't a melting stoner, what's the point? What's the point of life? Right. Right. Wait. Rollerblade. Yeah. The new 3 Days Grace? No, have not. I don't know if Kyle has. So yeah, is it like, so can you not like vape? Like a pen or anything? I know that when I had my one emergency removal, it was super light how I would like hit. But really, so I would just take like super little, like it would hit, like it would hit. Same with like, you know, Bulls and Jays and stuff, but you just had to like, yeah. Like a lightly pat, like Jay or Bull. Yes, that's what I would do that's what I did. It would just little teeny light guys. Lightly packed ones are the best. Switch to gummies. It's because they take into. I'm not a dentist and I'm not a doctor. What I'm saying is, I think it's the fact they think you're gonna just hit the stuff normal, and that's gonna. So you can't even do that with like straws and stuff because of the actual suction. I think if you do it that way, because I even had my one buddy say that his dentist told him, because he was like just cigarettes, to put gauze over the spot and lightly hit. And that, I was like, oh, okay, just to help keep some of the crap out when you like the smoke. But you guys are coloring. Nathaniel, no, not even close. Well, when did you speak? But things are different. Like Jeep still hasn't got like that. The place isn't going to be open till Monday. Now, my stepdad Mike and his buddies, like they are what I call holler boys. Like, dude, you holler, they come to the house. Like, so he's got a buddy, Tim. He's actually the one that made that sign. It's usually, we usually have it on, but anyways, he's got some kind of box bigger than just the one little computer, and he's kind of a Jeep guy that he's worked on. So he's gonna come look at my Jeep today just because mechanic isn't open till Monday anyways. But other than that, certain things are at least some positives. Yeah, the gauze thing. That's why I said that. I understand. I was like, well, that makes sense. Like to just keep it from like just being in there and just circulating on it as much. Tim is the man. Tim's good people. Tim really is good people. I only see Tim a couple times a year. Hollaback boy too. Fuck yeah. But like I said, I've got some ideas, and it's not to strap ourselves, but there is a couple of different ways. Like I said, we have Kyle and I have discussed things, and with how I can, and just in general, fluctuating some things slightly for right now. Devin and I have a couple of different options on the table. And what I'm doing my best to do is get us a house, even if it's to rent for right now. But with the amount that he can allot even for now, and what I can do with still giving myself a pretty good buffer, if you will. I figure with the amount of like almost anywhere from $500 to $700 a month to like get food and do other things, but all other bills paid, everything, we can have a pretty decent quote mortgage. But they might work out. Oh, wait. I think I'm now reading that. That last one would be a great start. Yeah. Again, here's another thing too, guys, and this is not to, for now. Devin also doesn't have his license. He has a vehicle. That's actually the vehicle I'm using. It's my old car. But in the future, as long as I'm staying relatively around where Chan goes to school, it doesn't matter anymore where we go. If wherever he gets a job, like he can drive, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just the fact of, you know, Devin is a little bit of a anxious person and things, and the fact of like just kind of like maybe a little bit of a social anxiety driver. I argue he's probably going to be somebody that doesn't take like highways a lot. He will probably take a lot, like stay in Ohio and take a lot of back roads and stay within a lot of vicinities unless he goes somewhere with somebody, which is fine, but he can drive to work somewhere else. So what I'm getting at is when that happens, him and I can, stay in Wadsworth like we're trying to or whatever, but like, I don't know, we can get a really nice place out like around where Chan lives or around surrounding areas, because then he don't have to worry about transportation. Hey, what's up? So I think that there is something there that him and I could do, and we, like I said, we can have a really nice place. with the amount of money even now. And it's, again, I don't ever want to be like, let's do this so that you could just pay more money in the future. But if in the future, in a year or two, and he's like, man, I can afford to give an extra couple $300 a month towards like bills or a mortgage. All right, man. Well, then that means we can up a mortgage or a rent or whatever, not to strap, but we can still have a buffer here. It's not a bad gig. Like I'm not trying to compare here, but the amount of money for a rent that we could technically we could do right now, we would be strapped a little bit until other things got monetized and whatnot. We could afford a mortgage that was the last house that before Meg and I moved. That's a big ass place. Him and I could still do that right now. We're not. We're pulling back a good couple $100 under on a rent or a mortgage like that to try. But there's a few out there that were in between that were like houses instead of like condos and townhomes and stuff. It's just if they take us too, guys. Look here. I want to show you guys one. The problem I have is that it's basically like a condo. Oh, is it not there now? Uh-oh. It might not be. It's pretty fire. Whoa. I think it's gone. It was pretty dope. Let me see if... Oh, no, here it is. Bros, check this kitchen out. Now, it's barely 1,000 square feet. Now, I'm covering up the address, but look at the kitchen. That's just the kitchen. Trying to see if I can. There we go. Deb and I can actually do this right now. Now, again, it's like a condo townhouse. Now, again, they have to accept us. So that's one. Like I said, it's 1.5 baths. So there's 2 bathrooms. But now again, that's not a house though. I went from right, sure. There are other places, guys, that we will probably get that are not going to be nice like that. Look, man, I look like Negan. I get that a lot. I'm just banking on the fact of, not for nothing, the first place I went and looked at yesterday, I hate to say it, had straight up boomer face, and he did not like it. It was all over his face. He did not like the fact that I do social media for a living. Devin and I were covered in tattoos, and that his work is actually called the Smoke Shop Plus. He was not having that. Oh, we could have stacked fat, stupid money there. And it was nice. It was really nice. Smaller, which is fine. We needed a year. He didn't understand. Alex is texting me. I'm sure that he's now found out I needed to text him today. Anyways, he wanted, I don't know. He just was asking, which I don't know. He's asking me information I do not know. What's up with the story or something. Anyways, hey, what's up, Viking? So, anyways, what I'm getting at is that both my brothers are pretty awesome people, and like I said, with Kyle and I, Kyle and I is not gonna lie, guys, I need help right now. And Kyle was really helping and even though that they kind of are doing some stuff with crystal surgery, Kyle looked me dead in my face last night. He was like, for the next couple of months, I only need this amount of money from checks to go towards a copay. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, take it. Look, man, not only that, but then him and I talking about just future endeavors, again, slightly. Dude. Kyle right now is the reason that I'll be able to keep doing this for longer to get things going. That's just facts. I have time, but Kyle being willing to adjust slightly from here on out with that is going to keep this going longer. And again, just to see what I can figure out. So, Mom, if you could, just again, he always forgets. Can you text Alex and let him know I'm just live? It's just, I still got like an hour. Oh, heroes wear capes, that's right. And does he work today? Oh, you don't have his number? Okay. I thought you had his phone number. I mean, we can fix that. I thought you did. Yeah. You can. It's just. He's off at 4. Okay. So yeah, guys, really the biggest hurdle for us, and we will make it work. Again, my vicinity within the area still needs to stay somewhat for where Chandler goes to school, so that when she has to be in the morning when I got to take her or something, she doesn't have to get up 40 minutes. Sorry. That was the point of us moving, not in Ridgeville. Anyways, so staying within a 15-minute radius of the Seville area, the Wadsworth area is fine. I don't care. I really don't. It really is now on the fact of like just making sure I'm close enough for her, or even in the same spot, and then Dev being able to get to work for right now. But I also argue, let's say, all right, man, that's just one of the biggest goals in the next 6 months. Even if we need to move somewhere that's slightly further, and it's because it's a good deal, we will grit through it for all me, Mom, and Mike to get him back and forth to work. He's only working a couple of days a week. that, he'll get his license and it'll be different, but so I just know in the future, him and I both could definitely afford a place that we had, like I had in Ridgeville. It wasn't mine, but you know what I mean. I remember how much that mortgage was. Now, again, that's a mortgage, so I know that's different in comparison to a rent. But when I think about that, no, we could do that forever, especially when he gets out of a part-time part of job and or a different job. Like, there's a lot to this. Well, Chris, I know him, but that's what I was saying. Like, you got Kyle already doing what he's doing and willing to do even right now is already some of the biggest help, and that's from both you guys. I mean, it's one of those where, like, okay, I mean this, and like it's ultimately his decision of, like, finance of his financial side, but like you still talk to your partner. Right. That is very true, Mom. That's why I'm also saying that, like, that amount of money that mortgage was at the house in Ridgeville, no, we won't have a 2,600, 2,400 square foot home, but we can still have a 2,000, 1,900 square foot 3-bedroom home. All I needed was a place for us to, like, a space. I don't have anything else now. It's just her and I. Okay, in a 3-bedroom house, if I for any reason start to date again, which I'm not trying to be that guy, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's for me anymore. I'm in my 40s. I'm not doing it. That they would be in my room then. If, like, same with Dev. Like, no, you guys, that's what I'm saying. Between the both of you, it's because, not for nothing, guys. Like, so, okay, listen to my theories here. Now follow me, because it's weird, and I hope people understand, because it is part of, like, my job and stuff. So immediate things that I needed to do and stuff, and again, Kyle helping me out these next couple of months, bigger than he ever has with stuff, is going to help with this. Again, my computer, I have my Rykerroad studio. That's a thing, right? Not that I can't always be here to record. I can't always be here to record. If I have Chandler, if I got stuff, like, whatever, maybe I'm snowed in or something, I need that laptop or computer. It's the last thing I'm scrambling about, but I'm scrambling to need to get one. And what I mean scramble, pay off a little bit of my debt on my credit card so that I could basically put one on my credit card. Does that make sense? It's not because, oh my God, I need an electronic, because I need to do it to be able to play games, watch movies, do stuff, record and edit when I'm at my own place. Unfortunately, that laptop was not mine. I'm not right, dude. I said this last night, and this is to be funny, but I mean, not a joke, but like to be funny too, is like, I don't think I'm trying to date. It is a necessary, not a luxury. It really is, Mom. That's where, like, I think some people really won't think that way, but it is. I have to have it. Consider your lifestyle needs, condos, rules, regulations. Yeah, well, the one place, hold on a second, I'll get to that. But no, the whole dating thing is that, like I said this last night, it's to like, haha, but sure. I don't want to. I think I just need to be basically single, and somebody wants to show me a titty every once in a while, cool. That's really where I'm at with it. I just need to, I'm sick of getting emotional on here. I just need to do what I did before, and before I met her, and when I started, I need to put my fucking head down and just get another plaque. I did it before. Said this the other day. I did it before, and I can do it again. If somebody wants to show me a titty or a butt cheek on the way along, cool. But like, I'm not doing that. Anyways, so about the whole condo thing, sure, the place we will probably get so far, in my opinion, is Clutch, but there's one bummer. Well, so I'll answer that in a second, Lori. A lot of places are like this, which is fine. It's no smoking, obviously, which I told him right off the rip. So because I told the guy, I said, look, before we get started, I said, we need you to know we don't smoke, and we don't, well, cigarettes. So we don't smoke, and we have no pets. He was like, okay. He's like, we actually had to kick some tenants out just down the hall because they were smoking. Now, I put the feelers out there. I said, my brother does smoke. I said, with our patio, he's like, you have to be like 25 feet away from an entrance. He's like, so people normally just go out back, which our apartment, if we get it, would be kind of right by that door, which is fine. Pens and wax, it's not going to be a problem. Devin doesn't really smoke flower, but like for flower, I would need teeny tiny little bowls like I have right here if I wanted to once in a while without going out, like and right by a window. But it's just, you don't want to push it. That is the only downfall, in a sense. What he told me was Clutch. He said, in between all your walls, it's all concrete cement block. It's not paper, even on your ceiling. People aren't going to hear me like at a normal apartment. I was like, that's Clutch, and that's the place that Devin and I, if we both held each other accountable, I'm serious, even we could stack money to go somewhere else in a year. Have a good one. So that's where it's at, or where I'm like, oh man, because that's also where I'm like, maybe we should just get a house, and like it's just a thought, but well, again, flour still doesn't stick the same and go through, because again, even if we weren't, we're still gonna have candles and incense, and that will do. It's just the fact of, nah man, I'm not gonna push it. If I have to adjust one thing out of the 6 things I can use and still do it in a house, I'll do that for a year. Like, I'll do that for a year. I don't care. I can still come over here and be in the studio and do, like, it's not just fixing how I do things when I'm on camera, because then I can just go outside, so it's the only thing. It was the only thing. What it is, though, is that it's kind of like that other one, that townhouse. It's smaller, but the thing is that it's, how I describe it, a nice kitchen with that like bar thing on the, like the open thing on the other side that just leads into all of the living room, dining room. So almost like a studio, a big laid out studio apartment, but with actual bedrooms. Does that make sense? It's all that one kind of thing. The only thing that does suck is your kitchen is right there by the front entrance door, like where people walk. But again, cement. Yeah, it is. Schultz, the problem is that my credit's actually good. It's like 720. Yeah, an open concept. It's just going some other places or a house would be would be better. But I'm not gonna lie. This place is hundreds of dollars under our actual mortgage that we would want with utilities included. Well, without internet, basically. The one bill that we would have to pay, he's like, max is like $75 that they've seen. So I factored in 100. We're still coming in under, but like with everything. So that being said, yes, the problem I'm having is if Devin in the future would want to purchase a home with me, where it's like, all right, you be on the lease, but like he needs to have more than just the part-time job, but to get like even a small credit card, like I said, I built my credit up a little bit to where we both go on to buy a $200,000 home. We'll probably be at like $1,500 a month for mortgage, and that's roughly what a lot of rent is today. Again, we don't even need 200. It could be 150. I'm just saying, like, we could still be in that bracket and have our own home, like not renting a home. Like, yeah, like I know that like even the internet's like $89 a month for the max. I still factored in 100, so I put 100 for both, so $200 more. Yeah, well, between my Jeep and then the credit card now, and I'm trying to do that's why I'm also keeping up with my credit card, because I do not want this to screw me in the future. I mean, who knows? Maybe I can buy a house of my own. It's just, yeah, internet around here is like 80 to 100. Yeah, like between 89 to 100. Be very open and honest with you guys right now. Just talking about all that. Hey, what's up? It's two things. It's kind of exciting, but it's also not gonna lie, man, I miss her. So like I know it's more to it than that, but like I do. I miss going home, but so talking about it is still good. It's just, dude, I gotta be somewhere. I've kind of just been driving around the past couple of days. I've just been driving. I don't know where to go. I'm also trying to look at places or drive places that I've seen to try and go look at as far as like length and stuff too. And I'm not just trying to piss away gas. So I'm like, oh, well, this is a place I want to try and go tour. Let's just see how far away it is from around these areas. I've also thought about going and sitting where I like pick Chan up and just hitting within like a 12 to 15 mile or 10 to 15 mile radius and just being like, right, let's go. I know your mom. It's a lot, but Dev's still living at home and still trying to get on his feet and wanting to do things too. And again, we discussed briefly of his amount that he can afford right now. and it's still very doable. It's good for the both of us, and can get me somewhere immediately without having to get a studio apartment. Can't do that to my daughter. Cannot do that to her. Thanks, Izzy. I'm trying. I really am. She is aware of put the feelers out there. She doesn't. She thinks that we are just kind of getting some stuff done. See, when she comes over on the 5-day stint and she normally stays with my mom on Saturdays anyway, so her doing it last night and today, for it being Saturday, isn't out of the ordinary. I told her though that after that me and her would be spending the night at grandma's, and we have all of our stuff there just because we got stuff we're doing, and just for right now, because then after that I get 5 days without her being there that I can kind of get more things together, maybe get talked back on for sure a place, but I put my feelers out there. Schultz, I asked her, I said, oh, later, Mom. I said, I said, Chandler, what would you think about maybe one day you and I getting our own place? No people that we were with, none of them, nothing, just you and I, and just live together. And she was like, yeah, that could be fun. And so I gave it a minute. I kind of asked the same question again, just to kind of, and then I was like, wait a minute. I said, what if Uncle Devin, you and I got a place together? And her eyes lit up. She was like, really? That would be so cool. And I said, again, it would just be us, nobody else. No, this and these people. And I said, is that okay? And she went, yeah. I said, I even said in front of Mom again, and I said forever. Like, they would not be there ever again. She goes, okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to get emotional again, but dude, it really is me and her. We got this, dude. We got this. I'm just trying not to let her down, dude. Well, she never had the pink bedroom, but unfortunately, renting, we're not going to be able to do that. She even said, her words, she said, we can have all of our time together or something like that. We can just hang out all the time together. Yes, we can. We'll hang things. Sucks. And again, not just for materialistic things, but got my last stuff out. I stood in our old bedroom, went in Chan's room, and I looked out the window and all the pretty view and the yard. I was just like, damn, dude. Starting over. one of those things like out of a movie. I stood out in the driveway before I got in my car and just looked at everything and remembering stuff and left. Yeah, tapestries and curtains. Yep, we will. We'll get her fixed up. I'll make her proud one day. We got it. Let's see here. I got about a half hour-ish. Hey, what's up? Shit, you good, man? Hung the moon, huh? It is nice to hear her say, "You're my favorite dad." Every time, like 50 times a day. "You're my favorite dad." It's pretty nice. Peanut butter cookie. Yeah, we'll get her. Hey, from Germany. Hell yeah. And then I've got my pen, high C. It's high C, but I'm really broken. She has a magical touch, dude. She's all, dude, the last probably couple times that she's been over, even a little bit before this, but she'll just come up to me and she'll be like, "Do you need a hug, Dad?" "I sure do. I sure do." I'm her favorite dad. They always heal you. Yep. Oh, the computer versus unfortunately for the time being, I'll need to do a laptop because it'll be cheaper. Because doing a tower is better because you can just replace parts like that. You can't, it's harder and more expensive to do on a laptop. A lot of times you just buy a new one. So a good laptop so far on the brief, quick stuff I looked at and I sent to Ray just being like, "Hey, out of these couple, $1,200. A tower is gonna run me around 2,000. Like to have a good tower. Now I wouldn't have to replace it for several, like 5+ years and be able to do multitude of things. But for right now, like I was doing at the old house, like 1,200 compared to me getting a tower, like I said, minimum of probably $2,000. But then when I need a new graphics card in the future, I can wait for a sale and just get one for $300 and not have to buy a new laptop. It's a catch-22 here. But for me not having a studio again, just keep starting over. Not having a studio again, I need to be mobile. So, you mean I'm sorry. I thought you, not for nothing, I thought you were saying all in one, like tower, like you were meaning, gotcha. No, unfortunately, those aren't powerful enough. I need something that can run a almost real life simulator game, basically. Not all the time, but like when I do, because I argue it's like doing that. Like I need something that can handle a game plus streaming. That bogs it down. Like my computer is probably $2,500, and I'm not, but like I'm still at about a 60 to 70% threshold of like, in a few years, once it starts bumping up to that 80, 90, I got to start replacing stuff. And I've got a $2,500-ish computer. Yeah, it is worth asking. The problem is until they can beef those up with basically, I would argue the graphics card in those to be able to run certain things. I'm learning as I go about like what things need to run what, and like your CPU compared to your GPU, and what like that can be shittier than your GPU if you're gaming, but then this takes from this, and then it's weird, but it makes sense. So that's where that thing I was just talking about, Lori, I got where like to play my games better, for it to run smooth and stream, I got a good deal on replacing mine last year for like $400, when usually they're like 6-ish. Instead of, if that were to start going on a laptop, I now need to go kind of look at $1,000 laptop again. It's give and take, which I just don't have the quote luxury of having a specific room unless we get a 3-bedroom right now. The 3 videos to go right. Oh, yo, you have to get a new one. Yeah, like that's about running to, even for a laptop. But what do you want to do in 5 years, 4 years? Spend $400 to $600, $800 maybe, or $12 to $15 on a whole new setup and download everything again. You know, like, right, Jensen, that's what I'm saying, is that it's going to be a laptop. It is definitely going to be a laptop, because I'm trying to be a realist, but also positive. I don't think we're going to get some of these fancier ones or a 3-bedroom house that some of the ones I've been putting in for. I don't think we will. So I won't have like a spot. What I argue I will have to do is like a living room setup, padded like this, and then Chandler, when Chandler's not there, use the room kind of like sometimes I did, but just angle it to where it doesn't look like a kid's room. On Flash deal, right on. Padded walls. But again, that place, that the one that is, it's not, I would say it's just not super fancy or anything, with the cement walls in between your drywall and the ceilings, bro. And we are on a bottom floor. So now, yes, I might have to see how things work with noise upstairs. But again, like you said, with the cement walls, even ceilings, I don't have to worry about us being loud downstairs, like stomping around, which we wouldn't. I'm just saying like Chandler, like running around. But I shouldn't be able to hear anybody upstairs. got it for like $5.90. Sure, you can find stuff like that. I think the last one was like a $1,500 laptop she got for like 11. But the guy said super nice guy. Probably roughly around my age, like maybe mid-30s, but he apparently has daughters, and because mom went with us to look at some stuff, just to kind of, I was like, yeah, come with us, like, and she was like, Chandler's not loud. She's like, is that okay? And he's like, there's like plenty of kids that live here, like, so it's not. Just don't be loud in the hallways at 6 o'clock in the morning, every day. Shit happens. But I also know that I don't want to be in an apartment forever. I need Chandler to have a home. And we've always had that. And it just gone in an instant. June 18th at 11:45 a.m. My life changed forever. This is my bro cat. Oh wait, 2 days apart? That's wild. Always loud at 6 a.m. Yeah. Oh, your birthday's the 20th? Okay. Well, Chan's is the 29th. She's 2 days before Halloween. No. She is the 29th. Yep, 2 days before Halloween. That's why I was doing this whole thing kind of like horror Halloween theme, my whole like right side. Appetite's finally coming back. Good. Mine is too. Again, mine wasn't so much of like depressed. As soon as I was done with lives, I've been out all day. You know what I mean? And then things not working and scrambling around and trying to figure that out, and then trying to get stuff, and then I'm looking at places to go, and then trying to set up tours and filling out applications, and do I have enough money until Monday to do 6 apps that cost $30 to $50, and then it's just, and then I'm like, fuck dude, it's 8 o'clock. Like, I should probably eat something. And like last night, just because I had it to spare, and I could have had a bun. Dude, they were 250 calories a piece, which is not bad. And then 110 calories for my thing of vegetables, because I had 3 turkey burgers, which was 750 calories, plus another 110 for my vegetables covered in some cheese and stuff. Bro, that was I ate 2 burgers, and then it took me a while with 2 burgers and the vegetables, and I had to save my other burger, just the patties. I didn't put nothing on them. because I was just kind of on the go, and I was so full. I'm like, fuck, dude, this isn't even 1,000 calories. So then I went and did some stuff, got some brews, and I was like, because I can afford it, right? I can afford the calories. And I finally got to Kyle's, came here, and I was like, I need to choke this down. I need to get this down. And I didn't even snack the rest of the night. I was so full. I'm like, this is not good. This is not good. My stomach's shrinking even more because I've not been eating. And I'm like, it was almost like forceful. Like, it kind of made me uncomfortable. Yeah, we choked down. No, you sideways. But again, I'm not trying to add another expense, but I'm probably going to get my gym membership so that it will entail I can up my calorie intake. But like, I am starting to gain my appetite back, but it's not on purpose. And I'm not fasting. I'm not doing all of that. It's just, I've been so on the go, and I'm really pissed off at myself, and I need to fix that. So I'm drinking some Gatorade and stuff too. I haven't had water in a couple of days. It's been kind of 0 sugar Pepsi and some coffee. And brew. I can't do that. No, I'm not. I gotta get back on my vitamins again. It's just, I can't let my health go to shit in a sense. I really am trying to pay attention to that. I really am, because I know this is where people get in like a landslide, you know? The one place that I was talking about moving into, it looked like it had some kind of, hold on, let me see if I can. Let me see here. Now we actually have, oh, this is kind of flipped. We have a different one. Ooh, let's see here. Yeah, do they have pictures of it? Yeah. Hold on a second, guys. Oh. No. Different kitchen. Different kitchen as far as some of these pictures. So no, I'm not even going to show you. Like, it's not the right. There's different styles, I get. Oh. Yeah. So here's kind of what I mean with like the kitchen in this place. Like, this is the style of kitchen. So see what I mean? We're like, it's like that, and then all of this back here is just your like living room, and then you have like a hallway on one of the, this is just a different layout, but like on the one side you would go actually to the right. Our door is over here instead, but it's hallway, bathroom, and the 2 bedrooms. But all new floors. They're giving us a new vanity. We have a double sink in that one. But then here's like, again, ours is all wood. We don't have carpet like this one, and we are on the bottom floor, not a top bunk. But see what I mean? It's just all one thing right there. That's why I said, think of like a giant studio apartment with 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. But like, so that's all. And then we do have a bottom patio. We just aren't up on a balcony. It's not bad. That's what I'm saying. It really isn't. It really isn't. It's just the fact of it's not really like the most ideal, but that, like I said, that would be the place of everything being shifted around. Dev and I both, even with the way he would work right now forever, he could still even stack money. Like I said, I think that me and him need to keep each other accountable. I'll be like, how much can you really save and still have some fun money? $50? I don't know, a month, whatever, fuck it. But every month, you need to put away $50. Okay, Eric, every month you need to put away 200. Okay, deal. Fucking deal. We are savings accountable buddies. So we can do that for a year for this lease and start looking. I say if we start looking in the next 6 to 8 months somewhere else and like maybe even look for a home, or I can start looking at something, we might be able to. So that's the other place. It's a nice place, and technically speaking, I'm still in Wadsworth. I'm still in Wadsworth. So as far as the whole like trying to get her for like to go to school here, I'm still in the same place. I was told by the guard it doesn't matter about size and how big of a luxury home you do or don't have, or a penthouse suite. It's that. Okay, buddy. All right. I got you. Checks and balances, yep. So I'm very grateful, actually. Oh, you're fine. I'll be on for a little bit. I don't have to. There's nothing on, but like I don't want to be too long. But they are kind of paying attention to Chandler for me right now because again, misunderstanding with mom. It's okay. But anyways, just very grateful with all things considered. Even without having an apartment, but my breathing room and things I can start doing, I'm very blessed right now. Like I really am. It's just a very different blessing. You know? I haven't got the loincloth. I still remember. I'm gonna probably do something like that. I didn't forget. Yeah. I'm gonna talk, dude. That would really help. It would really help us a lot. I just thought of some quick math for Dev. If I remembered him right, he could for sure, I would think, put $50 a month back. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to put some and hit just, but like, and still have a good amount of fun money. Because we were talking about, he was like, well, I spent X amount of money a month or a week on food, and I was like, well, buddy, I'll be buying food too. I went on a kind of whatever end of like some utilities and stuff, and I was showing Kyle last night. I was like, dude, and I can even buy us all, like I have a Sam's Club card and shit. Like he can still put on stuff, but like, dude, I can get us food. I'm trying to think, like I spent probably around a couple $100 a month even on myself and stuff at the last house, just in general on stuff here and there. Like, dude, between the two of us, we'll be okay. Where he can be like, because that's where he's like, well, it'll cut in. I'll have about this much money only a month. I'm like, oh. He's like, it's cool. Like, but that will free him. I was like, buddy, you don't have to. I will help and get a bigger brunt of that. It's just if you can help with this much, I'll do my best to take care of all of the rest to a point without strapping myself too much. But yes, when like it's gonna be. There was another one. Actually, is there still? Sorry, I was gonna look at. No, that's. Nope, that's not. That's. There was. Yeah. Now this is a 3-bedroom. This is a 3-bedroom house for rent that I'm trying to get us to look at. Whoops. Now it's older, but dude, for me and Dev, now again, like I don't care, man. Like I'll be like, can I replace some of this or whatever? But like the wallpaper, like that is, again, that right there would be. Sorry, I don't want you to see certain. I didn't mean to click out that quick. Sorry, I'm gonna. That would still be well in our budget, and it's a 3-bedroom house. So it's 3 bedrooms, and it's actually, I mean, it's not huge, but I argue if we ever went to go buy it, it would be so much cheaper. It's like 1,200 square feet, man. It's literally like half of what we were used to having prior, basically. Doesn't matter. We don't need. There was that one, and there was one more. Here's the Doylestown. There's another apartment around. Oh yeah, here is. Oh, so that's the apartment. Never mind. Anyways, that's really cheap, but it's in town. It's a 2-bedroom like apartment, like kind of duplex thing. Which I mean, whatever. We would still definitely be able to save a lot. Shit. I thought there was another like house that was in the same vicinity. Oh wait. No, it wasn't. This is literally right down the street from Kyle. Literally the same road. It's just it would really put us. It would put us at like a max right now. I haven't even looked at it. You guys want to look at it with me? I don't know. We really couldn't. We could, but we couldn't. Does that make sense? So let's look at it together. We are pretty much would be topped out of like a quote mortgage. Okay. Sorry, I was looking through the camera. Let me look back up here. She's playing Spider-Man. A spiral staircase? What the fuck? Oh, sorry, guys. I might go down the street and ask. Let's see here. Living room's not very huge, but that's okay. I mean, I don't need... Bro, there's my studio. Pfft. It's only one bathroom, but... Hey... Hey, Kyle. Come here for a second. Dude. Man, this is... No, you won't be on. You won't be on. Now, this, I was just telling them, this is still essentially in our budget. It's really close. This is... It's a house.
Well, is it rent or is it own?
It's rent, but I'm gonna see if one of the, maybe we can do rent to own.
Well, before you do that, make sure both of you and Devin are on the same page.
Well, I know.
But it looks fucking awesome.
Look,
Yeah.
already built. I was like, "There's my studio. It's a 3-bedroom."
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, "Dude, look the fucking spiral staircase." But I just.
Oh, it's awesome.
So I was like, "Yo," I was like, "This is kind of by Kyle." I was like, "Come down." I was like, "I need you to check this out." But like I was telling them, with the amount that it is for a rent, if I'm like, "Hey, do you want to sell this?" Mortgage isn't going to be that much.
Well, it's like I stick with rent for now.
Of course, but this is where I'm like, okay, all right. But I think that's pretty. Yeah, look.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, that's it.
I just want you to see it.
No, it looks good. It's honestly, it looks honestly like it's brand new and people actually gave a shit and took care of it. You know.
Yeah.
So, no, it's an option, man. Tip the scales.
But again, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I actually had about almost $100 left for a quote mortgage that we would be tight, but it could work. So it's that's why I'm like, it's right there, but Izzy, it's not. It is not. It is actually way less than that. Well, not way less. It's you're close-ish. Fine, 14. But that's rent. That's why I'm saying. Hey, Joshua, thank you. Start my day off with some Rykerroad team. Hey, yeah, thank you guys. No, I'm not worried. I'm just saying, like, it's not a big deal, but like, again, so like when I think about stuff in the future, let's say even that place, okay, well, hey, do you want to sell this? I'll just, mortgage isn't going to be that. Rage, I was actually just shown a couple places, man. Again, no tours or anything on these ones, just things I've just immediately looked at, some new stuff and could possibly get. I did show the one that I think we'll probably get as far as like just a good feeling. Regional at best, they block us, not them, the label. It does not. Now again, I factored around a certain amount of like for just all utilities, and I was still coming out pretty good. It would halt being able to do a lot of, I don't mean like a lot, but you know what I mean, like a lot of extracurriculars with my, like, I guess minimum that even Kyle and I talked about for, you know, Kyle was willing to adjust some percentages, but then even in the future, if he's like, well, if something just doesn't even work at that percentage, you still just take this. I was like, okay, man, because he knows we have slow seasons. And he's like, well, we'll get it taken care of. It's not his responsibility, but if he's willing to do stuff like that, it makes it easier for me to breathe and figure out other things. No, there's no drop today. It's why I'm kind of all right with being a little over today. But anyways, with all that being done, I was gonna have a good chunk to like be able to go grocery shopping for Dev and I, and then still have like some fun money and be able to save. I just wouldn't really, I guess that's the thing, is I wouldn't really be able to save, but we would have a house. Does that make sense? I'm factoring around $400-ish for like some utilities collectively. For internet though, I argue Dev and I can split internet if it really comes to that. Utilities are going to probably be around, like, if we had to pay all of them, roughly that way. But yeah, like I said, if I talk to Kyle, and some months might just be more it happens. Like, it does happen. Shit comes up where it's like, I'm not always just going to have $1,000 every, no, sometimes I'm going to have $2. Or sometimes I might have more. It's just, this is where if I can also save and do things at another place, I can be in a place like that in the future and kind of rely on it when I need to. Or right now, just be kind of just smooth sailing. Rage, you want to see some of the places? Again, we have no tour yet. And these people, and some of them, if I even have, are like an application, they have not even close accepted. So again, this is not like, yep, we got it. It's things I want to look into. But I don't know if he's even still on here. I had like 300 to 400 for utilities, depending on what y'all's talking. It's got to be roughly around that. But I just know, I just know that I'm starting to have some really good feelings. I'm not gonna lie. The one that has like the cement and stuff, like the like kind of soundproof like apartment, I do want them because it'll help, but I kind of want something like we were just showing. I'm not gonna lie, guys, but I also am gonna trust the process and what is the thing that accepts us, go with, because at least for now. And then maybe in the future, like I said, over the next 6-8 months, I can start looking into buying a house that is that type of mortgage or even under for that size of a house. They're not going to be, you know, like, find a better one. You can always add some, right. Oh, sure. But I just was saying, like, especially with that one house for rent, I could even be like, after the first year or two, be like, is there a way we could do like rent to own, or like, do you want me to just take see if I can take the mortgage over or something, like just buy it all for you? Because like, not for nothing, it's a good neighborhood that we would be in, a really good neighborhood. It'll just be my forever home. Because I can probably, if Devin wants to always live there, and or I can more than likely afford it by myself. I think the first one he said, yeah. But places that I've been looking at, again, not getting, just things I'm trying to get to move into. It's going all right. It's going all right, actually. So, cigarettes, no. Neither does Dev. We live in a recreational state, but we smoke bud, but like we can adjust to that with like our waxes and pens, like on places that don't allow or whatever. It's fine, even for like a first year, until we get like a house or something, which is not a big deal. Yes. Oh, Purple, do you not know? Meg and I are no longer. Steroid taken. Hell yeah. A few more minutes, guys. Let's say to about 12:15. How about 15 more minutes? I got my little girl. We're gonna hang out today before she goes back to grandma's. Again, got to take it easy on our adventures, because not only I don't have my own vehicle, but just limit some spending right now. Oh, you're good, hon. She's kicking ass. She was good at that game. She actually really was good at that game. I am. I really am. I'm really, I get emotional here. I'm really trying to make sure that nothing changes with her and I, like time. I don't think it will. I think we're okay. Hope. That's my biggest fear. No, I'm not gonna post. I don't want to be, you know, like I said, don't, as far as I know, she's not slandering a name of mine. Like, there's nothing to be rude or rude comments to her. Like I said, still go follow her pages, and when she's live, she makes beautiful stuff. I just don't know what's going on. My son said something about someone on her story, so I don't know what he meant by that, but it's like, as far as I know, like I said, we were civil. We were nothing, none of the fuck yous and the screaming, nothing like that. Nothing like that. So again, follow her pages still. You don't need to unfollow. Watch her lives. Comment for her algorithm. Be nice. She makes delicious cookies and she's good at what she does. Me too. I'm excited too. But like I said, this is just big change. So I need to talk to Dev today. You know what? Maybe I'll talk to Devin. I'm gonna go down to his work. I'll see if obviously Chandler can stay here for a few minutes by herself. Sorry, not by herself. With Kyle and Crystal. But go talk to Dev a little bit about some of this. Like if we were to get a couple of these places that I'm looking at for the amount and future endeavors for, like I said, if he gets different jobs or picks up hours, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, just in general. But, yeah. So I think I know what I'm going to ask him. Because we've got a set number of like what he can afford now and I guess kind of strap himself, but a set number. But I'm going to ask him in the future when he ups money, if he would be willing to give a bump at like another 200 or 300 on a regular, when that would happen, is basically what I'm going to ask him. He can say no. I need to keep it at that, and that's fine. We need to, like Kyle said, we need to be on the same page. Yeah, we will be up, down, and back, yeah. But just, yeah, might be able to do something. I'm very, very excited. So there is a link in all the descriptions where it will tell you in any video. It's just Rykerroad83 at Gmail, but you can find it in any of the drop downs of any video. Thor, unfortunately, and this is something and I'm not trying to just stiff her, guys. I am actually doing what I can, but I told her, if she said something about, she's like, well, I might have somebody, I was like, I'm trying, she's like, what are you going to do? And I'm not trying to be rude here, but I was like, look, not for nothing, I'm trying to scramble for somewhere for me and my daughter. The last thing I have to think about right now is this dog. I'm sorry. But the place I thought he was going to be able to go, in my defense, doesn't have a spot right now. So I was like, well, shit. So I think it's just the fact of, I was looking in the fact of, we're going to more than likely need an apartment at the time being, and they're not going to let him move in. So I had to bite the bullet and just be like, I can't. If you can get rid of him before I can, go ahead. So it does. No, rents, that's what I'm saying, is that I know that it'll all come with, the property taxes and the stuff. I understand. That's why I said, like, if we could look into, I'm guessing if it came down to it, starting to own the home, it would probably be roughly the same amount for the mortgage and all of those things. You see, like, in my opinion, I could be wrong, Been wrong a few times. No, not allow pets in any of these apartments. No, Kyle's not taking Thor. No. He's not going to be, it takes too much of a, I've kind of briefly looked into it. It's not going to work for like a registration and things like that. Trust me, like I have been kind of looking for, like, again, I'm not just trying to stick her with this or responsibility. I really am not. I am trying to be, I'm trying to make sure I'm doing right by, I guess, her in all of this too, and not make it like a messy thing or being rude or vindictive, at least on my end. Seriously, guys, like I promise you that is something I'm really not trying to do. But so either way, I'm going to probably wrap this up, guys. That way I can try to get a hold of some of these places. But I appreciate everybody being here today. Even just getting excited with me about some of these places that I don't even have tours or anything yet with, but still just like, this is possible for him and I in the future, stuff like this. So that's nice to see. And just getting a little excited with me of like what's out there and what can be possible. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out the last couple of days and bearing with me on being on this weird emotional roller coaster of just trying to get through this but still work, and and understanding and support financially, and just you guys being here, honestly, all around. You guys have been really awesome, and I can't thank you guys enough, because so much support here with the people that are helping me out immediately, but you guys as well. It's pretty fucking awesome. Not gonna lie, it's pretty awesome. So thank you guys, and I will probably do the same thing tonight for a little while until I can get said laptop and moved and all this stuff. I'm gonna probably game tonight on Rykerroad, but get it to record and then edit for the detour. I might do that again tonight. So, yeah. But all right, guys, thanks for hanging out. And there's no drop today, but we'll see you guys later.